Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this week we're gonna be doing a Pamela Lee Anderson look. It's gonna be the barbed wire era, so it's gonna be like a super, I don't know what year it was, 90s, like lots of eye pencil or whatever. And yeah, so it's literally 9 a.m. Yeah, I usually start filming my videos at like 11, so who cares, but still. I'm working today, and I asked for my shift to be like at 2 p.m. instead of like 1. I was like, babes, like you don't understand. Told you, Thursday is like the only day I'm not available because that's when I'm filming my videos, right? But because I need money so I can get human hair wigs to make better videos, like there's so many, like if I had a good brown wig, I could do Angelina Jolie, I could do Emily, I don't know how to say it. This coffee is vile. Okay, so let's just like jump right in because we don't have like the luxury of having 250,000 videos. Okay. So we're gonna mix the orange concealer again with foundation, but I'm gonna try to do it with like a thicker foundation today. So I'm still like on a journey, and also I did not shave like super well today. I don't know what's going on, you guys, but oh my god. Okay, so what could we talk about first? I have like so many things to, well, I literally don't have much, but it's always enough. So, how was you guys' week? What'd you do? What'd you do this week? How are you doing? Yeah? Great. Okay. So, this week I started a new job. I should also start cleaning my brushes. It's kind of gross. But yeah, so I started like a new job. So I cleaned condos. Well, I don't want to say too much, you know, but I clean around like, so there's, I can't say too much. Because then you guys are gonna know where I live. But I basically clean luxury condos. And honestly, at first, like I feel like last video, I even said like, I don't think I'm like already regretting this. I don't know why I agreed to do that. You guys, I'm obsessed. It's so fun. It's literally like cleaning your own house. First of all, like the layout is almost like the same in every place. So far, it's been the same, right? So it literally feels like I'm just cleaning my house, and it's even quicker because there's no clothes. I love making beds, and I make them the way I want to make them. Like at the hotel, making the beds was like, okay, I need to like get started on that. Is this like 2 lines? Also, I gave myself a spray tan. Don't know why. Well, I know why. I don't know. You know what it is? Like yesterday, I feel like lately. See, one thing I will say, I'm happy that somehow people enjoyed the Real Housewives of Orange County video. Because, and I noticed that people, they love when I'm like a MILF or something, especially on YouTube. So, you know, but last week I was feeling very like I almost want to say, I'd have to like maybe double check, but I almost want to say I feel like the last good video I made was like Julia Fox, especially like on TikTok. That was like the last time I really was like, okay, this is good, this has potential, I feel like this could blow up. So I don't know, like lately I was like a little sad because I'm like, I don't know, I just feel like, not that I'm giving up, but I've been like very lazy, right? I don't understand why I was lazy, because it's like I had no excuses. Don't have a job. I legit didn't have anything to do. Like I legit had nothing else to do but to like focus on my craft. So I was very disappointing, but I was also like very depressed. So yeah, so for this week I went all the way back to like Laval, where I used to live, like at my mom's house. and I went to grab the corset and the outfit that I had made. I had made this with like leather. So this is gonna be like today's look. It's gonna be gorgeous, honestly. Well, we'll see, maybe not. I think so, I think so. I believe in it. So yeah, so I went to grab that and I was like, okay, you know what, like tomorrow I'm gonna go back home. When I get back home, I'm gonna like do a full cleaning moment. I'm gonna like deep clean the house. I'm gonna like, and the house is like very clean. And I was like, oh my god, not being like super boring this morning. I'm also not really like a morning person, so if you guys mind, can we just like not talk? No, what could we talk about? But oh yeah, so long story short, you know what? I feel like I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say long story short because I'm not able to do a long story short. My long story are always very long. You know what? Furthermore, my short story are long. So short story long. That's my new saying. Cheers to that. I also have like a pounding headache. Oh my god, and I slept. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's focus. Where was I going? Where were we? What was I talking about? Yeah, my craftsmanship. So annoying. But yeah, so like I am like very self-aware that lately well, at least in my opinion, I feel like lately I've been like lacking a little. Just like whatever substance or whatever, or like the looks are very like last minute. So like best example is like last week, the look that I did last week, I actually even filmed the video before saying like I was gonna do a video of me trying to figure out what kind of look I was doing, but then I was like, I don't know if I should publish it or not. It's like a 30-minute, but the thing is like, I kind of want to focus on like more quality content. I'm saying focusing on more quality content. Meanwhile, this is like, I really need to cut my nose hair. Like this is out of control. Look at this. This is very bad. Oh my god, this is a tragedy. How do I just go like this? Ew. It's like disturbing. Okay. I look like a turtle. But yeah, so like, it's just like lately, I've been like making videos like super last minute. I'll decide like whoever I'm gonna be like on the day of. And not that there's anything wrong with that, right? I can still make looks on the spot, but what it means for sure is that the looks are not gonna be as polished and as, as polished. Crap. I have like a little thing happening on the middle of my forehead. I don't know what to do about it though. Do I peel the little skin? But then if I peel it, it's gonna make it worse, isn't it? Okay, maybe not. A little piece here too. Okay, so yeah, so it's just like, you know, when you come up with a look like last minute, it just means that your look is not going to be necessarily as detailed, or there's not going to be like, well, it's not even just like the details, it's just like overall, I feel like I have a different vibe when I know what I'm doing versus when I'm making stuff up. Because like when you know in what direction you're going, it's a lot more fun, right? Because it's just like then well, you know what? That's actually a lie, because I feel like it's still super fun to just like come up with looks on the spot. It's just like a little bit more nerve-wracking, because then you're like, what if it doesn't work? What if like, versus when you have like a clear vision of what the look is, it's a lot like, in my opinion, it's a lot like easier. feel like right now, maybe it's because I'm already like orange, but I feel like the color correcting is like the same color as my foundation, or the same color as me. I don't think so. When do I ever match, first of all? Okay, let's just go. See, no, I feel like it looks super gray. I feel like that just lifted the... Oh, because I forgot the powder. How stupid am I? Right, I was supposed to powder first. Okay, well, we'll do. Let me just, I guess, try to do... Let me try to save it. Hold on. The way I fully forgot the powder. Okay, I think that's just like accentuating it. Let's just move on. I really need to wash this brush, like it's gross. Okay. Let's just... I feel like I say that a lot. Let's just. Anyway, so all that to say, yesterday, for like the first time, I really took, sorry, I'm like a little hot. Okay. What was I saying? Where was I? Yeah, I feel like yesterday, I really just had like a energy boost. Also, I feel like I'm like less depressed. I'm doing better. But I just had a moment where I was like, you know what? Like, let's just like keep going. Let's focus. Let's just like whatever's happening. Well, I'll talk about like what was happening, I guess, a little bit. But yeah, so and I was like super motivated, so I started cleaning the whole... Well, I went to Laval, then I got back, cleaned the whole house, styled my wig, cleaned my breastplate, and like redid like all the contour and everything. Like I really like was focused. I was like eyes on the prize, and I just really hope that it stays that way. It's just like I feel like I needed a little bit more discipline, and I don't know, I like that, you know, when your look are already like planned ahead and it's just like it's better. I feel like this week the look is for sure... This brush is like stabbing me in the face. What the hell? Okay, I'm over like this topic. It's just like this week I don't know, I feel like I'm back. I feel like I'm back to myself. Do you know what that means? You know what I mean? It's just like I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Back to regular programming. Back. Okay, let me get a straw. I'm so sorry. I can't stop coming up. Okay, so even I was telling my mom, and I was like, I had like such a weird week. Oh my god, I swear, like I can't focus. My hands are literally like falling apart. Okay, I'll start by talking about like the housekeeping stuff. Okay, before I forget, I just need to like start with that story. So the way like everything honestly, I'm not really sure how it works, but like, I think it's like subletting or subcontracting, however you want to call it. So basically, people will, like, business people will come, like, they'll come to Montreal and they want like a luxury building to live in for like, I said luxury, but like, let's say, I, it's not like they're Ritz-Carlton. It's like luxury, middle class luxury. I don't know what kind of luxury is. I don't know what luxury is either. Luxuriating, I think that means cheating, but anyways. So yeah, so I feel like you guys are gonna aid me. I feel like I need a reference picture. Like, how do I know what she looks like? Let me get my MacBook. Ew, that's my bony ass. Okay, but this is cold. What if I just started like taking emails right now? I just like full on started like, yeah, just one sec. One second. Pamela Lee Anderson. Barb Wire era. Oh my god, I should totally make a Barb joke since like Barb Wire. I need to watch like the Pamela Lee. So was she wearing blush or not? I have like a very like specific reference photo. I can't find it. Also, I feel like I'm gonna shit myself. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to do like tiny brows. I don't know how to glue my brows, you guys. And I don't think that I'm just gonna shave them off. So, does she wear blush or not? I feel like she contours with blush. Okay. I think I know. I think I know where we're going with this. Yeah, I don't. Okay. I don't know one like so tanned because I feel like she wasn't known to be a tan icon. Oh my god. Yeah. What color? Okay. So as I was saying, the luxury building or whatever. So in one of the apartment that I need deodorant, but at this point, like, you know what, let's just like suck it up. I wash this like every day, so like don't freak out. So I was like, let me have a sip. So I was cleaning one of the apartments, and then I go behind the couch to vacuum. So I pull the couch, and then I'm like, oh my god, there's like so many like little duvet feathers, but there was like no duvet pillows. So like, this is like quite strange, right? But really, what could it be? What could it be? So I vacuum it, don't ask myself any question. I just like, whatever, it is what it is. Then, like, I was done vacuuming, I unplugged it, and I see like another like little feather, like randomly. So I pick it up, and I'm like, that is not a feather. That is not a feather. Y'all. You guys. It was nail clippings, but with like teeth marks. So whoever was there for a month would sit on the couch, chip their nails, throw it behind the couch. No, you guys don't understand. There was at least 100 pieces, like 100 like little bites of like whatever that was. I was livid. I was livid. I was livid. Because it's like, you know what? To each their own. But, babes, you really decided to bite your nails for like the full month you were there. You decided to like, I don't know. It's just like, not gonna lie, this was like pretty gross. I don't know what it is. And also I was like, oh my god, like, is this, like, what if this was like numerous people's like nail chipping? What if this person like killed someone, you know? Like, and then I started like freaking out and I was gonna quit, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that with her. So that was like gross. Otherwise, oh my god, there was this one, me losing my job like on my first video. Hold on. See, the coffee was a bad idea. I'm shaking. Oh my god, how am I gonna do this? Oh my god. Oh my god, this has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. Are you joking? Oh no, no, it's lifting. Hold on. Okay, let's focus, you got this. Well, that line is as straight as I am. I'm like, why am I shaking so much? Maybe the coffee? I think I had too much. That's not good. Moving on. So, yikes. Ew, all my brushes like caked up in shit. That's so unfortunate. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. But yeah, so as I was saying, like, so far I'm loving the job. And you know what? No, who cares? Hold on, I'm just trying to like clean this concealer brush. Okay, yeah, so, but it was like very nice to finally work again. And the thing is, like, with the hotel, one thing I will say is, like, I really did enjoy working at the hotel. My only, well, I had like a few complaints, to be like honest, but one of the things I didn't like when I was working at the hotel is I don't know, you know what? Maybe like I'm saying all of that and then I'm gonna be over this job in like 5 minutes. But I don't think so, because really the part that I like about this versus a hotel is that when you clean a hotel, it's like it's always the same room. Well, no, that's like, I guess this is also like to a certain extent the same rooms, just like different fonts. Not sure how to explain it. It's just like it's not the same. It's a different vibe. Different. I don't know. Honestly, like I think I'm just talking to that's the same thing. It's different pressure though. Like I remember at the hotel, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. Cause okay, here's the thing. I got, you know, like just look at the bottom of my cup. This is like, so I got a accidentally bought a bag of like grains that are just like grains. They're not like coffee grains, but they're not like ground up. So they're just like beans. And I was like, okay, now what the fuck do I do with that? You know, like am I supposed to like, what am I supposed to do? So I put them in like the Ninja billet and I got it to like a fine powder because it was like, I'll make espresso. Did not work with the espresso machine. like, every time I try to make something work with my espresso machine, if it's not espresso grounded, whatever it is, it never works. It's so frustrating. So then I was like, okay, now I'm like stuck with like a bunch of powder. What do I do with it? So I'm like, I'll just use it for my French press. But when you press it, there's like some of the powder is like so fine that it goes through the press. And I think that I've been drinking that and that I'm literally gonna like have a heart attack over it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it can't be good for you. Like, it just simply cannot be good for you. Also, we're gonna go for like a metallic lip, so my lips really cannot any dead skins. Let me grab. I have no clue what we were talking about. The housekeeping. That's not good. But yeah, and overall, like the apartments, oh, that's the thing also. So like the hotel where I was working at, like not to diss anyone, but it was like a little ugly. I'm sorry, it's like rude, that's mean. But no, like it was ugly, it was ugly. So it's like super refreshing to be cleaning places that are pretty. I will say though, which maybe in my little gay mind that's like super toxic, maybe that's my toxic trait. There was like this one apartment that I cleaned the other day. It was literally, so, okay, remember when everyone did gray, white, and red accents? Like red pillows, red lamps, those like black and white pictures with like a pop of red. Like it could be like a cherry tree or like, I don't think cherry trees are red, but anyways, you get the vibe. And like that's literally what it was. Pamela Anderson is low-key a man. That's mean. That's mean. That was like, she looks like a drag queen. Like Barbed Wire is very much like drag queen and super camp. I still don't know what camp is, so maybe I shouldn't use the term. I apologize to the LGBTQ community. But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, so it was like super like that. And honestly, I wasn't like as invested to clean that place as I was with like the other places. One thing I will say though is my new obsession is pulling out couches and cleaning behind them, because the amount of stuff you find behind a couch is like, it truly is like unsettling. It's mind-blowing. It's disgusting. And it's just like, I don't know. You guys should always clean behind your couches, because that's really like negligence at this point. Or at least like vacuum. I need to buy a mop. Like, I still don't have a mop at my place, and like because when you leave the place, you need to like mop. And I feel like it makes such a difference. And I feel like maybe that's why I feel like every time I clean my house, it stays dirty. It's probably because I still haven't mopped it. Like, there's a few spots that I could really use. Like, I'll usually like just clean it on my knees like quickly. But yeah. Okay. Let's move on with the tutorial. We'll contour a little. How does she did not use bronzer. She actually used blush to contour, but we'll still, like, because I'm a man, still gonna go in with a little. as soon as I'm making like a little bit more money. Oh, that wasn't good. It was right in my head, but you know what I mean, like lip fillers. Like, babes, my shit is deflating. And also I feel like this year and next year, I'm gonna get a nose shop. Like, we've got to. Okay. What else could we talk about? But yeah. And also like something that was like that really surprised me is that because we live like on a pretty high floor, and I've always told myself like I would never want to live in a floor that was like lower than mine, because I'm like I would only want to go like further. I keep wanting to say furthermore, but that's not the word. I would only want to go like up. I would not want to like go down. And also, but well, I feel like I've told you guys like this whole entire story about when you take the elevator with someone, first thing people do is they'll look at like, cause it'll put your number like on the, cause you can't press the number like inside the elevator. You know, there's like an iPad outside. You put your number and then you get in, and yeah. So every time you get in the elevator, people will look like, okay, who's got the bigger penis? Who's got, you know, to like see who's like the highest. And most of the time, we always like win. We like maybe once or twice a week, somebody's like higher than us, but otherwise, like we always win. And it's such a loser thing to say. It's such a loser thing to talk about. But in the back of my mind, I've always been like, I would never want to live like lower. But I've visited like, well, I've cleaned some apartments that were like a little lower, and in other building also. And I was like, you know what? I think it's because it depends of how you set up your apartment, but I think at the end of the day, nobody stands in front of a window and looks down, right? So like if you're sitting, you could be on the 20th floor and still look like you're super high up, right? So I don't know, I feel like it kind of changed my mind a little about and also there was a tower that we got offered to maybe like buy a place that I was like, no, absolutely not. Like I did not want, it was like the earliest tower. And I was like, there's no way we're going there. And honestly, like the apartment were actually like quite nice. I was shocked. So I don't know, it's like super eye-opening. And I think once I get like my car, I think that the guy is gonna give me a job in real estate. Okay, like, not really, but I'm manifesting. I would love to be like the person who just brings keys, who'd be like, hi, how are you? Yes, just sign here for me, please. Oh, I think Mr. Pompon just woke up. Okay, so my face just doesn't look quite right today. I don't know what it is. Maybe with concealer we'll fix it, but so far it's like not very promising. It's so weird here. Oh, that's like too light. But yeah, otherwise, so the thing is I really want to tell this story, but it's a little bit like about me and Nathan. I know he just woke up, so like I'm not just gonna talk shit in front of him. I talk in people's back, not in their faces. Come on, like have a little decorum. So yeah, I feel like that was very pretty. So far, that's the only pretty thing I did today. I really don't know how I'm gonna do this top lip. Like it's bright gray. It's literally bright gray. How are we gonna fix that? How are we gonna go about it? Okay, let's contour. Let's highlight. Okay, wait, now I'm just like stressed that Nathan's gonna like blast music. Wait 2 seconds, because like, ugh, now is not the time to get demonetized. Now is not the time to get demonetized. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not the time. Okay. What else could I talk about? So, okay. It's so weird because in my book, I really, like, I can't stress that enough. I really said, I feel like I'm pretty much like an open book. I'll open up to everyone and like pretty much tell them everything. And then I said, no, that's a lie. I like to stay in control of what I put out. And it's like so true. I really have like, I really believe that I'm a control freak. Oh my god, okay. Let's talk about Edit Brow. So I'm currently at like season 8 of OC Housewives, and I really can't tell if I'm gonna like her or not for that much longer. Like, I feel like as fake as Alexis is, and like as like pretentious or whatever, it's just like that's just who she is, right? So it's like, but you know what, actually, I kind of get why the other ladies don't like her, really, because Nathan's a little bit like that. Like, a little bit of like trying to overdo it. Like the best thing, well, he used to be like very much like that, but then like he chilled a little because I told him. But there's like this scene where she's like, oh, like she's saying, oh, we have like this car, we have a Phantom, and now he's gonna sell my BMW so I can get like a, she started going off, but then meanwhile nobody asked, like literally nobody asked. And it's just like, you know, when somebody's just like such a try hard. And I feel like for the most part, Alexis is just like, that's just who she is. But in a way, it's like quite funny. It's comical, it's entertaining. So like, I don't see why the ladies are just like trying to like cut her off over that. But she has been annoying with the world bull. She keeps saying like that she's getting bullied by the ladies. And it's like, babes, they're ganging up on you. But actually, I feel like Tamara's a little bit of a bully. Like, to be fair, she is a bully. She fully is a bully. This is gonna be a huge mistake, maybe. Hopefully not. I think it's gonna be. Sorry, fuck. Okay. Maybe let's start with the forehead. And also Vicky, like it's so, this season is kind of annoying. It's like Vicky with her, whatever her men's name is, but at the same time, so Brianna just got like a kid with this guy from the Navy, right? The Navy, like as in the US Navy, not someone who's a Rihanna fan. But the guy, look, he's freaking me out. Because it's like, how are you gonna move back to your mom's place? It's his stepmom, right? And they're like, yeah, we really don't fuck with your boyfriend, so he's not allowed inside the house. And she agreed. So like because she wanted, I guess, her daughter to move back when she was gonna have the kids. That way she could like see her grandkid like all the time and whatever. And so she agreed. She's like, don't worry, it's not gonna come when you guys are here. Like whatever, I can respect that. But then she's like kind of like, hold on, why did I agree to that? Like I can have my kid there and I can have my boyfriend there. Like, and then the army guy is like, no, you don't understand. Like, you want that? We'll leave. And then she's like, okay, well, I don't want you guys to leave, like, obviously. But at the same time, it's like, this is like my house. Why do I leave? Why am I living under you guys' rule? I'm like 50, right? And I'm like, that's so true. Like, why would you, like, but now I'm going back and forth because she did agree. Like, the minute you agree to that, then you kind of need to respect your end of the deal. But at the same time, it is weird. It's like, Imagine somebody's giving you rules inside your own home. Like, how weird is that? I don't know. Just like makes me feel uneasy. And the guy, I don't know how to explain it. The guy was like, not aggressive, but he was like a little weird. It's just like, can't wait to see how that's gonna unfold. You know what it is? It's because I slept with my spray tan on my face yesterday. I didn't moisturize at all. So now I think that my face is just like a little, it's very dry. It's very like textured. It doesn't look good. So I feel like I'm like not feeling myself right now, but I'm pretty sure we'll figure it out. We'll like the final look will be cute, I'm sure. That's just gray. Oops. I really don't know what to do about my upper lip. Like, really, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's just bright gray. So the way out, I feel like everything's lifting right now. Oh, what? I don't need anything super bright. It's just, hold on. Oh my god. Panic mode, panic mode, panic mode. What do I do? Okay, let's grab powder. C2. Powder. I'm really like, this is my last hope. This is so sad. They don't make that powder anymore. Like, I've literally had this powder for like years. Honestly, at least, let me think about it. At least, I don't know. I'm not even counting right now. I'm just wondering if Nathan's gonna ask me to make him a coffee. Yeah. Okay, what else could we talk about? So like this, no, I can't. It's too dangerous. But like, what are some other looks that I could be doing? Like, what are looks that we would like to see, right? What's something we want to do? I definitely want to do Emily Ratata. Emily Ratajkowicz. I remember back in the days when I would do like you know, the Instagram days when everyone was like a beauty guru, but like the guy ones. I was like a guy beauty guru. I would do like male makeup, hashtag male makeup, hashtag male MUA, hashtag everything. And I remember, oh my god, what do you guys think about if Julia Fox joins the cast of Real Housewives of New York City? I feel like she could save the show. Like, at this point, I think it's pretty much like established that Julia Fox is like very a little iconic. You know what? Let's keep. I really wanted to talk about the. See, I never put white on my upper lip because now I feel like it never looked good on me. Should have went with. It's just like I feel like I could use the extra coverage. Don't know. Things are not good today. Things are not good. Comment down below, what kind of like powder do you guys like to use? What kind of foundation do you like to use? Like drugstore or like that's low-key, anything that's like around 40 bucks, I'm down. I wouldn't want 40 bucks taxes Canadian. Not a 40 bucks like USD. That's like way too expensive. Let me think that's too expensive and then I'm really gonna like, see, that's the thing. Like I have no problem spending like lots of money on lip fillers, but then when it comes to like, I don't know, it's just like my mind, what can I say? What can I say? Really? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? See, now I'm just like, that low-key fucked my flow because I keep thinking Nathan's just gonna pop out of nowhere. And now I'm like nervous. And I feel like that I'm gonna lose my train of thought. Whatever. What else could we talk about? I look, you don't have anything to talk. Well, okay. You know what? Let's just like go in. So this week, so anybody who's like familiar with my situation, me and Nathan have like overall a good relationship, but it's been like rocky at times. And never mind. We'll talk shit later. What else could be? Oh, but like, yeah, so lately I've been like very stressed and anxious because let me tell you something, okay? And I've been like a little bit mad at Nathan over that. So my plan in life was to well, my current plan, because I low-key had no plans, but my most recent plan was to do YouTube and to like really just like focus on making videos, making good, like when I was back at my mom's house, right? That's what I would do. I would spend my days like, well, once a week I would make a video. I would make my TikToks. At first it started with TikTok and then I started like making the long videos on YouTube. And that's when I feel like I found what I like to do. Because before that I used to like make videos on Instagram and it would take me like forever to edit and everything. And I was over it. Like I'm over the whole editing thing. Editing is just not my thing. I like my podcast like format, right? I feel like that's what's cute. The people who want to like click through and watch a video quickly do that. The people that want to listen to it, they'll just listen to it. So once I found that I really like enjoyed doing that, I started making videos at my mom's house. I was like, you know what, like maybe I could get like a little side job, but honestly, was I gonna get one? No, who cared? I was good for like my savings. Honestly, I could have like stayed home and not worked for like 3 years. I would have been okay, right? But then I met this little clown over here, and he and I basically like fell in love very quickly. And next thing you know, he asked me to move into his place, right? Because he did not want to be alone. He was like anxious, whatever. I agreed. At first he told me like, you know what, just like, you don't need to worry about bills. You don't need to worry about anything. Like, I got you. And I was like, okay, fair enough. I'll like start to move out. And at first I really was like, I feel like I was very clear about, you know what, like I want to take slow. I'm not sure I'm ready to move out yet. Like I have all my things. If I move out, then it's just like, it's stressful. I wouldn't want to move out to someone's place where I'm like not paying anything, where they can literally just like kick me out and be like, oh, well, like my name's on everything. Gotta go, you know? It's just like, I was lots of stress. But I was like, you know what? I decided to just go with the flow. And then after the first month, oh, and also I remember what I did is I got a part-time job that was like a 5-minute walk from where we used to live. So that way I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh, that way I'll like sleep there like most of the time. And then I'll sleep back to Laval. for like the first week, I would like only sleep at his place like maybe once or twice. But I ended up being there like every day. So eventually he told me like, oh, do you want to move in? I agreed. I moved in, and then he told me, okay, it's been a month, so now you're gonna have to give me money to live here. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, that wasn't in the agreement. He's like, yeah, no, but it's just like, for me in my mind, I want like equal relationship. People have used me in the past, and like, I don't want you to live here for free. Like, whatever you want to give me, you can give me. So I was like, okay, like, if the rent is like $2,000, I could give you, I don't know, like 600. I was like, I feel like that's like cheap. I want you to like, not suffer, but like for me to like whatever I'm making, like, but in the back of my mind, I was like, I still don't agree with that. Like at first, I told you, my goal was to save my money, rack my money up, and like eventually like buy a place. Hello?
Did I get boxers?
What? Tu veux quelque chose?
Non, des bas.
Des bas? Quelle couleur?
Noir.
Voilà.
Thank you.
Tu t'en vas où? Quoi?
Au bureau.
Ah, ok. Later, loser. I feel like I'm spending way too much time on like this space. It's like, why is this space like taking forever? Don't know. It's not the vibe, I guess. It's not the vibe. Stop. My upper lip is like fully gray. We'll just have to live with that. It is what it is. What else? Like, what am I supposed to do? Cry? Actually, can I start crying right now? Are you gonna like hold my hair? Like her. Are we living for this spray tan? It's so okay. So what I did, I saw this act on, where was that? Did I contour my cheekbones? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very confused right now. But I saw like this act on TikTok. So you know how when you get like a spray tan thing, it comes with like mitts, right? So when you get a mitt, this girl was saying that the mitts were just gonna like take off all the product, like it's gonna absorb the spray tan, and then you only get like half, and your application is like it's smooth or whatever, but it's just like it's not worth it, right? It's just like it's sucking half of your bottle. So she said you should get like surgical gloves and then apply it like that, and that way you get like a much darker tan with like a much darker color. And sorry, I can't focus.
You need your earphones?
T'as pas tes écouteurs?
Je les ai oubliés de faire.
Ok, tu peux les prendre.
Ils sont où?
Ah non, oui, j'en avoir besoin un petit peu bon,
C'est bon.
puisqu'il m'en fait travailler. Mais tu me donnes un bisou? Tu t'en vas? Bye.
Bye.
Bonne journée. Tu peux prendre les Virgo.
Il marche?
Il devrait. Tiens. Okay, yeah, so anyways, I did not have any like surgical, I did not have any surgical gloves, so what I did is I took like gloves to clean the house. How do you call those? Just like, how do you call those? Rubber gloves? And I look, it didn't work. Like to be honest, it really didn't work. It was a mess. Would not recommend. Maybe it's just like I'll try again with like surgical glove, but we've been using them to like fist each other, so it's just like they were like full of glue, did not work. It was a joke. Oh my god, I'm very vulgar. See, I feel like, okay, I'll show you this. This is like from El Maquillage. This little thing, I like, I always forget to use it, but it's like so good. Like whenever you're having like a bad skin day, if you tap it, it just gives like a nice sheen. I never do that, I don't know, I'm so full of shit. Okay, she's got lots of blush going on, so we'll actually go with this. Oh, great. Like this was like a Sephora gift from like years ago. So we'll try this. I don't know if it's gonna be the vibe though. But I feel like this is the kind of color she's got. It's a little patchy. Okay, maybe not. And also I feel like she never applied. It's not that far. It doesn't go that far. Bye. How rude. Okay, let's get back to talking shit. Okay, so now what happened is that, yeah, so right, so he's telling me, you know, like I don't want you to just like live here like for free. And I was like, you know what, at this point, like I love him, I'm ready to start my life, I'm willing to like pay, whatever. And I remember I called my mom, I was crying, I was like, oh my god, like I just feel like I fully got like a free subscription for like a month, but I didn't know I had to like give my credit card information, and that next month they were gonna like charge me, right? So I was like kind of like, okay, what the fuck? And that was like very wrong. I think I'll confront him one day, but anyways, because there was something else, but it's just like too far, I don't want to share. Yeah. But I was like, you know what, I believe, and I told my mom, I was like, okay, you know what, I like him, whatever, I can pay, my name's not on anything, if I want to dip, I'll dip. So I was like, you know what, let's just go with the flow, I'll accept to do that. You know, like, it really isn't the end of the world, and honestly, I had a job and I could afford it. I was not losing any money, right? So I was like, let's just like, deal with it, move on, let's go. We're good. And then we decided to move here, and now like now I have my name on the lease, which is good. It's a good thing. See, I think this is way too bright. But, and I was like still working, I was like making enough money, whatever. And yeah, but then what happened is that like with COVID and everything, like I did not have a job anymore. Nathan, like, just like financially right now, we're not thriving. We're no problem, we're not gonna die. But my problem in life is I'd rather be safe than sorry, right? Like I just like, I would never want to put my finances into jeopardy. I would never want to put myself in like a difficult position. And it's just like, let's say we want to stay here, we're still good for like a full year, but my thing is like, I don't want to tap into like my savings. I don't want to empty my bank account. I don't want, like, there's stuff that you put aside for like, not only like a rainy day, it's just like, I will never be that girl. Like, here's the thing, okay, there's a lot of people that are like that. I've had that conversation with like a few people, and like, a lot of people like don't respect it, and like, fair enough, I get it. You know how like some people will say like, oh, I'm broke. Like, it's never true. Like, nobody's like, I feel like you're broke when you have like you don't have like any money, right? So it's not that I don't have any money, it's, let's say I'm not making money, like right now, we're not making crazy money, so we're not gonna be going out like every day. And even if it's spending like only $30 like a night, that's like $30 times 7. That's like, especially if you're not, like right now, I just started working again. Oh, by the way, I literally don't know how much I'm getting paid, which is like a little stressful. It's a little bit like the price is right. Like if I'm paid around 20, love it, I'll stay there. If it's like under, I'll probably stay there, because you know what, honestly, it's like, I could use a little like pocket change, you know? But yeah, so it's just like, yeah. My thing is like, right now, I'm just afraid for, I guess, the end of the year. Because the way I see it is that if like I'm not making money in October, then that means I'm gonna really be tapping into my savings. And then that means that I'm like, it's just like, it's not smart. And the reason why I've been like very stressed about that is that my thing was, I really wanted to buy a place. And if I like tap into my savings, then that means, and it's not a crazy number either. Like I am a little like, I'm being a little like stupid and like anal about it for like no reason, but it really is, it's been like stressing me out lately, because the way I see it is like, where am I gonna live? The worst thing that could happen, right, is that, because I feel like I need at least 3 days off the week for my craft. Like I need. So what full-time job is gonna give you like 4 days of work? I don't know, right? I don't know. And the reason why that's so stressful is that because my goal is not to move back home, right? Like I want to have an apartment or whatever. I want to have a nice one too. Regardless, I'm pretty sure if things don't go my way, I'll have to like make choices and sacrifices. But my thing is like, I'm not ready to give up on YouTube. Like I'm not ready. Like I feel like making videos, making TikToks, like I like it. I feel like I have a chance. Like YouTube, am I getting like 1,000 subscribers per week? No. Am I 5,000 subscribers? Yes. I never thought I would get to that many subscribers. Not that it's like a crazy huge number. Okay, I really need to like keep going, because literally, what the hell? Let me just like do my brows. But so see, my thing is like, if I get a full-time job to like afford a nice place, then that means I'm gonna have to like give up YouTube. But I don't want to give up YouTube. So it's just like, let's manifest that by the time it's October, I'm making hella banks. YouTube is like my full-time job. It's paying me like good coin money, girl, right? We're gonna get views. We're gonna be loved. Something's good's gonna happen. Maybe like a TV show. Maybe like, regardless of what it is, like just manifest good things, okay? Life's gonna be okay. We'll figure it out. Like, yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay? Let's just be like positive vibes only. Okay. Okay. So now let's do brows. Ooh, the way I just shot myself. Oh my god, yesterday I literally... Okay, TMI. Always TMI down. So yesterday I went to McDonald's, right? But I did not do like my morning poop. So every morning, like I really need to like morning poop. Otherwise it's just like, I'm not gonna have a good day. So I didn't do that, and oh my god, that was like such a huge mistake. I was in the line at McDonald's. I kept farting, but it smelled like there was like a dead body rotting inside of me. So everybody that would walk around would literally be like, ooh, and go to the other side to wait for their order. It was so embarrassing. Okay, let me do my brows, because I feel like at this point, like, we need to like focus. Okay, so I know that Pamela has like the skinny little brows, but it's just like, I don't know how to glue mine, and it's just like not today. Maybe we'll like revisit this thing when my craftsmanship like gets better. But for today, let's just like call it a day. Let's just pretend I have like super skinny brows, okay? I feel like my face looks like super long today. I don't know what's going on. Not living for the face today. Not living for the face. Let me just try to, hold on, maybe if I... I don't know what it is. I feel like by adding that white thing here and by like highlighting here, I just look like I'm fucking 78 years old. It's not the vibe. I don't like it. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I did that. My lips, I forgot to like set. Just like overall, the makeup was just like, did not pass the vibe. It's not the vibe. Stop. Ugh. Okay, so let's carve the brows. What should I use? Should I go with something bright? Actually, before anything, what I'll actually do is I'll grab the I need a black eye pencil. I really need to poop also. I almost want to take like a break. Ew, what is that? Ew! What am I gonna do right now? What are we gonna do? This is like, you know when things are just not going well? Like I really need to go to the bathroom right now. Like usually when I pee, I don't mind to grab you guys along, but like I feel like the poop part is like too far. And also, like, where's my black eye pencil? I guess I'll have to use this one. Because I had, like, a black essence one. I know it's super small, but it's, like, it's the best. Where would that be? Could it be here? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Where are you? Fine, I guess I'll use this one. So this one is like from El Maquiage. It's like, it's good, but like the Essence one is like, it's beyond creamy, it's beyond good. And this one, I just feel like it's too purple. It's almost like a purple. Like it looks good, but it's just like right now, I really needed like a dirty black, like a black. Oh, maybe, no, see. It's just like, it's not, it's black, but it just like wasn't. It's got to be somewhere. Like, it's got to be somewhere. Where is it? Where are you? I really don't get it. Where is it? Like, I need a black eye pencil. Maybe I just threw it away. Maybe I'm like screaming and looking for it, but I most likely like legit just threw it away. It was like super small. Maybe let's look one last time in here. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just like move on. It's not here. I don't want to move on. I want my black eye pencil. Whatever. It literally smells like a toddler shot himself. Like, it's disgusting. Like, it really is. TMI, but oh my god, like, what? Okay, let's do the other one. So, like, this one is good, but I just feel like the other one is, like, blacker. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, let's carve the brows. Let's get the bill per. You know what I look like right now? I look like a me. This is so funny. Oh my god. It wasn't that funny, I'm sorry. Now let's go with like a bright white concealer. giving drag queen. Okay. Now that that's out of the way. Now that we got out the way, let's start with the eye makeup. Oh my god. The fact that it literally took me an hour and 17 minutes, like, this is not a good video. I apologize. So what kind of, like, eye makeup did she have? I just need to find the, like, Pamela Anderson. That was, like, this one photo that just, like, screamed Miss Pamela. Was she a smoker? I want a cigarette. Oh, okay. I think it's... Is it this one? No, but we're almost there. I think it's from that. There was one where I really enjoyed, like, her eyeshadow, what it looked like. Okay, well, it's not that one, but I guess I'll do. You know what? At this point, freestyle. Let's just freestyle it. That's gross. Okay. So we'll go for, how should we start this? Let's just go for it, okay? We'll just go for it. So we'll start like this. So I'm grabbing my black high pencil. I'm gonna grab some right here. Ugh, this is gonna be a bitch to take off. And then we'll just go like this. Right, like that. I'm gonna grab a synthetic brush. Oh my god, I'm totally in my beauty guru era. And we'll just like lightly tap it to like blend it. Then we'll get back to it in just a sec. So far, so good. Let's do the same thing with the other side. We'll sharpen it just a tad. Oh, that did not do anything good. Okay. Right here. Right here. Let me just actually blend this one. I put too much. I just realized I don't think I have enough micellar water to take all that off. I don't want my new coworker to think that I'm a tranny. Although one of them asked me, oh, what's your IG? And I give it to him. And then I was like, oh, you're like really good at makeup. I was like, oh, thank God. That would have been like so awkward. And also like, okay, like I need to stop like, I keep going back and forth in my mind whether or not he's gay so hard. Not that it changes anything, right? But it's like, how are people like housekeepers and not gay? Am I like a part of the problem? Like obviously like housekeeping is not just like a job for the gays. But in my mind it's like a little girly job. Like who cleans? Right? Or am I just like toxic? Okay. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna like go and put eyeliner like all over the lower lash line also. Okay. And we're gonna get like a pencil brush and we're really gonna like smudge her. So to smudge, you wanna go. Actually, I don't wanna smudge. Is this how you smudge? Because I'm trying to get it to like cover my lash line, but it's also like not really working. So I don't know. Hold on, let me do. Here's the problem with waterproof pencil. They dry quickly, so you need to like work quick, because otherwise it's like they don't care. It's just like fuck my drag, right? That's like uneven dots on boots, mama girl. Hold on, how do I? You know what? I think it looks better with a fluffy brush. Okay, right, gag. Okay, so now this is done. We're come. We're actually gonna start the eyeshadow, and we'll get back to the little corner thing. What kind of? I keep wanting to go. Let me look at the colors, and I'll know like what. I really want to do like a. I'm going back and forth. Should I do like a green? Like I feel like this is so. Yeah, this is so it. Let me just put a little here. How do we blend it now? And should I go gray? I'm not sure what kind of color to go with. By the way, how I'm like freestyling this at this point, let's just like go with the flow. Okay. Should I use gray? That's a bigger question. Do we want to use a little bit of gray? Oh, but then I also really want to use, you know what huh? So over the place. Okay. Is that a satin? Oh, this is, you know what? Let's try. Let's just try. Let's just try stuff. So we'll use a tiny bit of this. Oh, a little bit. A little bit goes a long way, turns out, huh? This is blending quite nice. Okay, a little bit again, the other side. I feel like I haven't done like eyeshadow in so long. And when I say eyeshadow, I mean like stuff like that, you know? Stuff that is a little bit more like technical. Hey guys, it's technical. So we're not gonna use that gray. We'll use that gray. It's very pretty. I like it. This will be towards the end. Okay. Like this, like this, like this. A little sip of coffee. Then let's go with another small brush. See, there's a little like burgundy shade, and I feel like they used to put a tiny bit of that back in the days in their like smoky eyes. Because when I was looking at the picture, is that gonna be a mistake? Is that gonna be a mistake? No, I feel like it's a vibe. Let's put just like the tiniest bit. Because when I was looking at her pictures, I almost felt like there was like some kind of purple. I don't want to go like bright purple, but I feel like just adding a little bit of that is exciting. Okay, for the lower lash line, we'll grab a smaller brush. Like this. Only thing is like, oh my god. Because back in the days, I feel like the makeup wasn't like as blended and blown out. Like it was almost like graphic liners, but that tried to be blended. Does that make sense? So I guess we'll do it like a updated version of like what they used to do. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know, you guys. A little bit of that purple. We just want to go for like dirty. That's really all I'm trying to do right now. Just like a dirty. Okay, love that. Now grabbing like a smaller brush, I'll go in with a little bit of black. Well, that was a lot. I will just like start to intensify that outer corner. Right. Intensifying the outer corner. Okay, and we'll go in just a little bit right here, just to say. Okay, now here's the thing, right? Look at the shade. It's at first I feel like that was like the shade I wanted to go for. So we'll try to just like maybe on the outer corner. I feel like that was such a Y2K shade. It's like super like gunmetal-y. I like that, but I think we're really gonna like focus the green instead, because the green is gonna be like, it's kind of gonna be everything, I feel. Okay, let's go with the green right now because I'm excited. Should I use my fingers or a brush? use my fingers. Okay, let's blend it a little. Are we liking this? I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, I mean, so far so good, right? I feel like it's cute. Should I do like a little right here also? Yeah, I feel like that would be cute. Let's just go with a tiny bit right here. Oh, that's pretty. It's so ugly, but in like the prettiest way. I love it. It's so Y2K. Okay. Oh, well. Look, it's a little like gray outside today, so that's a little sad. I really like, I'm really loving, I'm still like not in love with the face, whatever it is, what it is, but I'm like, I'm really like digging this eyeshadow look. So pretty. I love that I'm like, I love blowing smoke with my own eyes. I'm just like, this is so good, so creative. Smoke girl, I think you dropped something, my jaw. Okay, so now we're gonna go with like a finer detailing brush and we'll see, here's the thing. I feel like right now my waterline is like, it's not even black anymore, you know? This is why I really, really, really wanted the Essence one. I feel like the Essence one just doesn't behave like that. If I went with the brown, I just feel like maybe it's gonna look like it's brown. Or is it gonna just look black? Because I can't have just like sparse things. It's just like, it's not the vibe. Okay, whatever. Fair enough. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Then I'll go with something that's just like smaller, just to really get into the nooks and crannies. Oh, I feel like this is gonna be perfect. Okay, let's go. I keep doing like, okay, let's go. feel like my little, right here, like obviously there's a little bit of fallout. What powder should I go? I think we'll go with C2. So when you guys have fallout, the trick is, I don't know, let's try to figure it out together, because I'm just gonna try to first clean if there's like any like excess powder. Right. Then I'll go in with a dense brush, but here's the thing, I feel like this is where like people fuck up. And then I guess I'm just supposed to like pat this in. Oh, it like totally worked. Oh my god, I feel like all of a sudden I look like Kendall Jenner. Me looking like Kendall Jenner. Kick him. And I remember, like, I used to like put a little powder right here, just like sharpen everything up. And now I'm really debating, because I feel like if I do that, maybe it's not gonna be as, like, you know what, let's just, fuck it, let's just go for it. Fuck it. See, maybe I should have not done that. You win some, you lose some. Let's just slightly go under the eyes. I'm literally disgusting. Okay. Okay, so now I said, the thing is I want to keep adding green. I feel like it's never enough. But when you add too much, then that's when there's like fallout and everything. Let's just like try to... Oops, this is exactly okay. I need to like do the same mistake on the other eye. We'll blend and then we'll move on, because this is the part where, you know, when you're like just like excited, things are cute, and then you like overdo something and then it just like it doesn't look right anymore. Let me just... But I really want to like add a little bit more. I'm like really loving this. This is such a like cute pornsy eye makeup look. Okay, so now we're gonna go back in with, all right, you know what? Maybe let me try something else. It might be a huge mistake. We'll see. So we'll grab the liquid one instead. Let's just go for it. See, that's no. That's not where. Okay, well, debating. Let's try something. Because I really wanted to like smudge it a little. Let's try with a pencil first. I take back what I said. Let's just... this is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. It's really like this inner corner part that I'm trying to like... Okay. And then let's just slightly the outer corner. Like that. Then I need to blend, but like quick. Just right here, blend this out. Blend this out. Then a little bit of black. Then I need a little bit of black on the lower lash line. Well, no, upper lash line. I don't know, whatever it's called. Right here. Okay, cute. I'm gonna have to figure out a lash. Nope. Maybe this one. Yeah, why not? Or to have something that's like more natural. No. Anyways, like, you know what? Go big or go home. Right, ladies? Ain't that right, ladies? So, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna peel off a little bit of that glue. Can't figure out who is who, though. That is like the main problem that I'm going through right now. Okay. Just gonna put a little bit black on the lash band. Okay. Then we're going to, so is that like enough? The only thing, is that enough after like literally smudging black all over my eyes? Let's just like, yeah, I think I'm like McLoving it. So now let's just like tightline the eyes. Ew, what is that? Okay. And then I need to figure out like that inner corner thing. First of all, let me like wash my lashes. I feel like they're full of product. Camp. Okay, now it's just like I want to do like a dirty inner corner. I'm just afraid that I'm gonna mess it up. Plus I'm like shaking a lot. Oh my god, you guys, like this is not good. coming from? No. Why? Ah! Go and connect this. Can't believe that happened. Get this in here. Is this what I was going for? I don't know. Ugh, I'm like so annoyed right now. The way how like this pencil, oh my god, like I love it in maquillage, but this pencil is just not it. Like it's just, right now it's like ruining my life. It's like, it's not the vibe. My lashes are like sticking to the pencil. Like overall the pencil is good, I just, not for your waterline. And like, what am I, like my face is already gray. As if I needed like black all over it now. You know what I mean? Great. Awesome! Okay. So, because this video has been like 78 hours long, let's just like wrap it up a little. Do you know what I mean? Like wrap things up. Let's move a little quicker. So, how am I gonna fix this? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, really, realistically, what am I supposed to do? There's like my concealer thing. Yeah. Well, that did not work. Whatever. Okay, let's do like mascara. Who's Sarah? Okay. Okay, now let's focus. The last thing we need right now is like a dot of mascara on my nose. See, almost at it. Let's focus. I feel like this is like a very pretty eye look. I don't know why. I'm like quite obsessed. No, who's gonna be who? I think this is the inner corner. You know what? I'll actually cut some. I'll make it a little bit more into like a cat eye. Should've known better than to cheat a friend. Okay, this is disgusting. Just like 1 second, my nose is like. People are probably gonna think that I'm like a cokehead. I promise I'm not. Okay, and now for lips. See, a part of me almost wants to do same lip that I did last week. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just like the, you know, this is literally the color they used to wear. Oh my goodness, so I don't know what year. So we'll do that with like a brown lip liner. I might as well just do the lips right now, right? So we'll go with Cork. But the thing is, I feel like she never really did like brown lip liners, so it's just like I'm quite afraid. Okay. I'm like shaking so much, I don't know what's going on. Well, it's the coffee, I know what's going on. The way I've literally never seen her with like brown lip liner. Yikes. It's just because my filler like migrated too much, so now I need like a deeper color. Otherwise, it's just like my shit doesn't look right. But we'll pack on that lipstick again. Okay, let's go put the contacts in. Let's get the bill per. Let this video being like 3 days long. Gorge. Okay, bottom lash. I feel like last week I forgot to do bottom. Well, maybe not last week, but the other day I fully like forgot to do like bottom lashes, and I was like did not pass the vibe check, so I apologize for that. Okay. Do bottom lashes. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna have a panic attack. I just realized somebody told me, like, if when you do your makeup you have a runny nose, that might just mean you're allergic to makeup. So maybe I'm just like super allergic to something I just put on my face. Ugh. Or maybe like my makeup is also like very expired, so maybe it's just like vibe check. Okay. But now my nose is like huge. Should have not done that. But see how like my top lip got so small? Okay, I feel like the lipstick is not showing enough, so we'll go with this first. And then we'll top it with the like that. Alright, I just turned it. I don't know. Oops. To be honest, I can't see anything. Do you know how that's gonna work? Hold on, let's just like unpin it before I'm like stuck with everything. Did I like, I overkilled it. Like there's so many like pins. Like overkill my love. Am I gonna have to like glue this? I don't think so. Just want to see first before I put the plates, like how is the wig gonna look? I feel like it needs to almost be more of a swoop on this side. No. Because she didn't really do middle parts, but this needs to go like more. Okay, you know what? You're going to prison. Okay, but the way that this is holding on with no glue. Okay, Gag loves that. Let's get the bill. Ooh. my god, this video is so long. I'm so sorry. I'm almost done, I promise. Oops. I literally have like Careless Whispers stuck in my head right now. It's so weird. Pain is all you've got, and I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm. So, okay. Let's do the corsets. How am I gonna lace it down? I think I have to lace it onto my body first. Oh my god, this is very small. Don't want to flash anyone. Hold on. Ugh, I legit can't see anything. I shoulda. Oh no, I can't. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Just because before I do this, I'm gonna have to I just need to like match the underboob to my actual color, because otherwise it's gonna be like super obvious. Just want to like disguise the plate in the middle. And also, I might as well. Okay. Oop. Hold on, what's happening now? No, okay, that's good. I feel like there was something. Is there not like an elastic band? Yes, there is. That's so funny. Okay, hold on, let's go like this. Like that's doing anything, that's so funny. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like trying to lace the front up. Oh no, the boning's popping out. It's not a vibe. Okay. And now all we need to do is get the titty in to the now I feel like I'm gonna poop. boning is like bothering me. I like don't know what to do. It's just like it doesn't look great. It needs like a little tweaking. See, if it was like, ooh, okay, I think we're up to something. If I tie it completely, I think then it's gonna like look nice. Okay, she's in. Okay, let's put the wig on. I'm gonna put my pads like maybe for TikTok, but the thing is I really need to poop right now, so it's like, okay, this is kind of gorgeous. I love it. Hold on, let's put the... I actually made this top. So what I did was that this was like how's it called? Leather jacket. And all I did is I made like the corset and I cropped this. I made it a skirt. Hold on, let me put heels. Okay, I know I have no ass right now, don't judge. And my Wendy William era. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this week's video. If you guys have any suggestions for next week, please comment down below. Yeah, so cheers to making money. Hopefully like in 2 weeks I'll have like my first paycheck. I'll get like a good wig, a good brown wig. So I'm definitely gonna be doing like a Lara Croft, Emily Emrata. I really want to get like a Kim K, like a Y2K Kim K wig. So that's a plan also. Otherwise, you know what? Have a great week. Have a great rest of your week. All right, bye guys.